You know, my goal is to bring you the biggest sound I can bring, but I want to hear from your perspective on what would you like to see when, you know, we're trying to get music to that next level.
Well, the truth is what you do in the recording and mixing process before we come here is very, very important. Too often people come in here thinking that there's a magic button that'll make them have a record that sounds like Dr. Dre, and it's not even in that ballpark.
Wow.
You know, and each stage of the game is important. The recording is very, very important. The mixing is very important, and the mastering is very important. You can't shortchange any of those three phases and expect you to have a very, very good product. It just doesn't work like that. I've always referred to mastering as the icing on the cake.
I like that.
Because that's what it is to me. You know, if you've ever had a good piece of cake and then you put some icing on it, it's that much better.
That sounds good to me, man. I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm feeling really inspired by the whole icing on the cake theory, and I believe that I want to manifest and try to motivate more independent talent to come visit someone of your magnitude, but also bring something that you can at least say, I can make this into what it sounds like it should be. And we don't expect anything more but that, you know, and I hope, you know, thus far my relationship with you is becoming that or being that, you know. I try to bring you the biggest sound I have, and the feedback has been phenomenal. It's been monstrous, actually. In the clubs, the definition is defined. DJs are complimenting me. I'm actually at some indie radio spinning some of the cuts from the last project we worked on, and like I said, the feedback has been phenomenal. I mean, borderline different from even my prior material, because they're also noticing that there's a element there of just definition. And what would you say about that definition element?
Well, I definitely feel the more time you put into this, the more time you get better. It's like any other thing, the more you do it, the better you get. And I love the sound that you had before on your tracks that we worked on previously. And like I said, I just represent the icing on the cake. You do all the work in the recording and mixing, and when it comes here, you expect it to leave that much better.
Wow.
And I've often referred to icing on the cake over the years, and that's what I feel mastering is. You get somebody's product, hopefully things have been done right and correct, and I just want to take it to the next level and make it that much better.
I love it.
So last time we got together and worked, your stuff sounded great from the start, but there was room for me to make it a little bit better.
Yes, definitely. You know? And I love that, man. I love that. I love the one of the things that you said was the big sound. I mean, I think I had these big drums, but I definitely believe that when it was done, what you did with the mastering was phenomenal.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Something else you said to me that stuck out. Don't change. Shh. And it was like that. I know it was room for growth, but at the same time, I know I hit a nail with that sound that could help me, and a lot of new production I'm running today actually manifests what that we met about last time. It has the, you know, the big sound present, those drums kind of acting as a reinforcement to the rest of the record, and I think it's a niche there. I've been in some clubs recently, record comes on and DJ's like, yo, this is serious. This is, you know, you said when I hit the clubs, when I hit this, it's gonna sound big, and that's what we want to kind of push to the big sound, get more independence in here, get in studios with them. I'm personally setting up a way for a lot more independent talent to contact me from here to Denmark, man, just to kind of meet up with them, listen to their records, kind of bring some different drum samples and stuff like that. Hopefully get them to you at the final process and get them back out and see, let's get a response. You know, I know my response increased since I've been taking more time into the mixing and the mastering.
Yeah, if you want to be considered like amongst the best with your sound, your production, everything else, you can't take any shortcuts.
That's what I realized. That's what I realized.
And what I really feel with people is sometimes some of the people these days, the youth and everything, they don't want to put the time in to get up to here. Like, you know, you gotta walk up the ladder before you're up at this level, so to speak. I mean, you know,
Tony, my brother was in here mastering a record, and I don't have the actual date, and I was actually just listening at that point in time to know that I worked from then. I became a producer right after that, and then till now to get back here on my own. Just, I want you to know that's been my personal achievement, to work and crawl myself and to show you what it meant for me to come back in and invest my resources into someone like you without the major label, without the backing. I mean, he had the backing. I don't have the backing, and that's my point to the indies. You may not have the backing. We may not get the backing for the first few years. That don't mean you don't call Masterdisk up, say, hey, can I get a Tony Dawsey session? I've been mixing my record for 48 hours. I feel it's good enough to come in. You'll be surprised. Tony may give you feedback you've never expected. But if you don't do it, you'll never know. And you'll always be cheating yourself and cutting yourself short. So let's put the best ingredients into our cake so Tony can give us the best icing and we can eat. We eat some cake. The fat boy, Big Sound, eat some cake, man. I like that idea, man.
That sounds real good. I like that.